Hello and welcome to the Inanna Ishtar drum journey for menstruation. Before we get started, I just want to talk to you a little bit about what we're going to be doing. Inanna or Ishtar is a Sumerian goddess, and in her story she goes to the underworld to rescue her lover, Dumuzi or Tammuz, depending on the version. So she goes to rescue him from the underworld, but a lot of people have said that the 7 gates that she goes through are actually symbolic of the 7 gates of menstruation, and meeting the other side of herself and letting go of all that's happened to her and just becoming her true nature. So we're going to be using the drum, and the drum really enables you to go into this lower world, into this experience. It can be very womb-like, so I'm really excited to be doing this with you. So it would be ideal to listen to this drum journey on like the 3rd or 4th day of your bleed. It doesn't really matter, but around the 3rd or the 4th day is the most potent time for transformation and magic. So yeah, that's my recommendation, but you can do what you like and whatever works for you. So if you just want to get yourself comfortable, and we are going to start. So I'm going to start off by just taking a few deep breaths. I'm going to deeply breathe in and out. And I want you to just feel your eyes just gently closing. As you breathe out, just relaxing all the muscles in your face, relaxing your cheeks, releasing your jaw, just feeling relaxation moving down through your shoulders as you soften and release. So taking those deep breaths. And relaxation just moving down your arms, your fingers, relaxing your chest, your tummy. As you breathe deeply, your tummy just relaxes even more, and you find you can take in more air. Releasing, making space for the womb, not holding it in. Sending relaxation down your legs, your calves, your ankles, your feet and toes releasing. Just completely relaxed. I'm going to begin the drumming now as we go on our journey through the 7 gates and are born again. So I want you to imagine there is a door in front of you. Maybe it's in a cave or a forest. Whatever else you can imagine, whatever you see is completely fine and perfect. And when you're ready, we're going to go through that door into the lower world. do you need to shed? What do you need to let go of? This could be for you, for your community, for the world. What are you bleeding out? Release and go through the gate. You feel lighter. You see the next gate, whatever it looks like is fine. You think about what it is you need to let go of, what you need to release for yourself, for your family, for the world. What's happened in this moon cycle that no longer serves you, that you're now willing to shed, to bleed, to give back to the earth. Release and go through the gate. We're at the next gate now. Again, what do you need to shed? An old identity, a way of being that no longer serves you. What no longer fits. Think of it. Release and go through the gate. You're feeling lighter. You recognise the attachments and the weights of the things that no longer serve you. Feel good when you let them go. You think of something else, something not needed, something that seemed important but now seems to be weighing you down and stopping you from becoming your true expression, your true self, and you're going to bleed it out in this cycle. You're going to let it go. What is it? Is it for you? Is it for your family, your community, whatever it is? Just see it in your mind's eye as you stand in front of the gate. Release and go through the gate. We're at another gate now. We're feeling lighter, we're feeling more like ourselves than we've felt in years. And you're wondering what made you carry these things for so long, but it's nobody's fault. As a woman, we take on so many burdens, so many masks and identities, and it's only through this process each month that we can just let them go and become ourselves again. What do you need to let go of? What needs to be stripped away and shed and bled? What is it? Release and go through the gate. We're so deep now, we're deep in the belly of the mother in her womb. We can feel ourselves getting ever closer. We're thinking of what else is no longer serving us, what is stopping us from rising in our full expression as a woman. What do you need to shed? What do you need to bleed out? and go through the gate. We're so close now. We're so close. We're going to meet ourselves very soon. But before we do, there's one more thing. What is it? What in this cycle has bothered you, has held you back? Is it in your family, your community? Is it in you? In your mind? Is it a self-imposed limitation or identity? What is it? Release and go through the gate. And we're here now in the underworld, the womb of the mother, and we see her there, the Lady of Darkness herself. But we find we're not afraid of the darkness, and we actually feel quite comfortable here, just naked as the day Feel yourself just weightless. Just floating along. When you're ready, you can drift softly back down to the earth, just landing safely on your feet. Okay, I hope you enjoyed, and it might be a good idea to just be a bit quiet for a few minutes, maybe have a drink of water, maybe write down in your journal how that was for you. But mainly take it easy and enjoy the rest of your bleed.